Please get it done.
This is me about to solo an entire team to carry my squad to victory after the most intense battle ever, while also running on 2 hours of sleep. But this all happened because my best friends and I were challenged to compete in the hardest Minecraft tournament ever. And it's happening in about 10 minutes from now. You see, me, Redun, Zam, Rapp, and Pangy had no experience with Minecraft minigames at all, which is coincidentally what this competition was all about. Yep, that's right, the tournament Block Wars consisted of 40 sweaty Minecraft YouTubers who all wanted to win, and they were also extremely popular. We must simply destroy them. Not quite, ashswag. That's right, every single one of the players in the tournament had trained for the event in some form or the other, including Mysticat, who had a custom plugin coded and hired tutors to help him train every single minigame, including goddamn ice boating. And then there's my team. 2 minutes left for the event. Rekrap's gone for a walk and is nowhere to be found. And Pangy's on the train coming back home and he's not answering any of his calls. We're doomed. I'll PayPal you $7,500 to throw the event.
Okay.
After freaking out over Ant Venom laughing at my joke, it was finally time for the event to begin. Hey, what if we put on our jackets menacingly?
Dude, do that right now.
Redwins did not put it on. Where is Rapp? Where is Pangy?
Our team is missing.
I also sound dead in the recording because the event was at 2 a.m. my time. Thank you, time zones.
Yeah, let's see if we can get top of.
What, Rek? What is wrong with you? Rek, what is wrong with you? What is wrong?
We still love you. We still love you.
So Rapp was back just in the nick of time, but Pangy was still on the train for another 15 minutes, so we had to replace him with an Australian for at least round 1, and thus it began! Lifesteal SMP, the deadliest team.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Lack of energy aside, here was our plan to somehow pull off this victory. At the end of the event, the top 2 teams would compete in a bridges duel to determine the winner. But before that, there were 8 mini-games, the order of which we would have to vote upon. And the later the event is played, the more point it counts for. But our team's skills were supposed to be PvP. Also, our weak point is building, so we voted for the building game first. But that was only the beginning of our problems, because the aim of the game is to recreate the building in the center, right? But Lockie, our Australian replacement for this round... You'll never guess.
So like now's a great time to mention that I'm colorblind.
Yeah. Whoa!
That's right, our teammate who was supposed to be the replacement for the only minigame that required color perception was colorblind, on top of which the other teams noticed us delaying the event and started making fun of us. But I didn't care, I wanted to boost our team's morale, so I showed those losers right before the game started. Everyone turn around and start crouching it. Everyone turn around and start crouching it. So like everything else I do in life, with fake confidence, we began the building game. And we were doing pretty well actually, until...
Yes!
I think we're first. No, I'm lagging. Shit. Yup, lag was going to be a serious issue in this event, which sucked because all of these mini-games required precision and skill, and I would only be holding my team back. But was I gonna let that stop me? Never!
If you're not stopped, then...
Okay, done?
Come on, we're first. We gotta go. No, I'm lagging again. I'm lagging again. The game froze.
Oh,
guys, my game...
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, let's go! Done! Let me finish, fucker! Yes! Done.
Oh, frick.
Done! Let's go, baby!
We're almost there. Come on.
Done! Let's go!
Yes, come on.
Let's go! We're first! Let's go, baby! Let's go! He's colorblind! I love Australians! He's colorblind and he's still dead!
I love Australians. Oh my
We
god.
beat all odds and came first in our worst minigame, leaving us at the top after round 1. But now we had the difficult decision of choosing what minigame to vote for next. And since the points went up, the stakes only got higher. But just before voting, guess who decided to finally show up? Pangy! So now with the confidence of 1 victory putting us on the top of the leaderboard and a full no Australian lifesteal team, we proceeded.
The last 3 events, I have been in first for the first 2 games. And lost all
I
of
think that's more of
them.
a skill issue, I'm not gonna lie.
Whoa. So the next minigame was Spleef. It was very important for our points, but there was a huge issue I was facing. See, throughout this event, my ping kept causing me to have insane lag issues. Like I would completely freeze, even in the middle of conversations like this.
I'm sorry, guys.
Oh, it's okay. We put... Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You've got to be kidding me. You've got to be kidding me.
He was Australian, but he didn't.
Yup, this made every minigame that much harder. But I'm insane. This shouldn't be a problem, right? Regardless, we held our corners pretty well in Spleef. In fact, I even clutched up in TNT Spleef at the end, even though my FPS was begging for me to put it out of its misery. Oh my god, we're all top 10!
Let's go!
Look at this! Want to do the lifesteal copy pasta in chat if we win the tournament? Welcome to the lifesteal SMP. The SMP where... And so we went into the third round with a lot of confidence, but we were only 300 points above second place. But lucky for us, the next minigame was PvP. And we kinda cleaned up. I played healer and I supported my team as we went around ratioing every other poor team in the event, and we eventually won the round. Let's go, boys!
Let's go!
Elementary! Oh my god! This was great progress, but as always, our problems only got worse from here. You see, the next minigame in the tournament was a survival PvP round, and even though we had teamwork and communication, what we quickly realized we did not have was real confidence. So shit like this kept happening to us.
Hey,
Are we going? Are we
Okay,
going?
okay.
Alright, let's go,
I'm
boys.
coming,
Let's go,
I'm
let's go, let's
Go
go.
back!
Get back.
Go back!
What?
Come back!
Why?
Come
Why
back!
are we retreating? What?
That was funny. That was so funny.
Yeah, crap, that was funny. But you know what wasn't funny? The same lack of communication carried forward throughout the game. And even when we did coordinate and attack as a team, look at what happens. We have absolutely no gear. We had absolutely no gear, and Panky just decides we need to go rush this other team.
2, 1, let's go!
wait.
Okay, guys, let's go!
Go!
So I go hesitantly, but who would have thought the other team completely outgears us, and in fact, we get demolished. We get absolutely destroyed. And things only got way worse when in the next round of this minigame, my internet didn't even register the zipline, causing me to die first.
Go!
Alright, go.
There's
That was fast. Wow.
Dude, the thing lagged. The zipline. With that tragedy in mind, we moved on to the next minigame, which was 3 extremely annoying movement-based games that, remember, everyone else in the tournament except us practiced for. And we were reminded just before starting the first round that the points were increasing, meaning it would be very easy for our team to now lose the lead. But even after bombing before in survival PvP, thank you lag, which was supposed to be our strongest event, we still just about kept our first position in the tournament so far. Also, real quick, it's so cool that I'm in a tournament with people I was making fan videos for on my channel just over a year ago. And you know, I despise being genuine, but we've grown so much as a community, and if you're new, I'd appreciate you hit the subscribe button. Anyway, the Trident race started, and the stakes are higher than ever because we could lose our lead at any point if we perform less than 3rd or 4th. And we did way worse than 3rd or 4th. We came 6th in the Trident race and bombed. This meant all the pressure was on the last parkour minigame, which required us to bridge across. But just then, like the extremely lucky human being I am, this happened. Why am I small?
that's
Wait,
it.
why am I in? What, bro? Am I in the? See, I don't know if it was lag or bad luck, but I had to do the whole race in 3rd person because I was stuck in the bloody Trident animation. But it's okay, because guess what? We crushed that shit. Like, look at me go, doing all these wall bridges in 3rd person. Dude, I'm in the Trident animation, and I'm doing it in 3rd person, bro. What the f? Because when the universe gives you a disadvantage, you take it and turn it into this advantage that puts my team directly in 1st place by over 500 points, and we blazed through the next minigame, which was a race against a dynamic map, including elytras, feet, and boosters. Like, we did extremely well, and that extended our lead to over 800. This was insane. But then the point multiplier increased to 1.75 and we moved on to Fire Feet, a TNT run type minigame where you have to survive individually. But as soon as the game started, this happened. Oh, my frame rate's gonna die.
This is kind of sick.
Oh no. This was an important minigame for us to win, but straight off the bat, things were not looking good.
Practice.
Just don't fall down.
Okay, dude. Fighting through my lag, I managed to stall for a good while, but my teammates were dropping like flies.
No, dude, I died.
I died as well.
Crap! I got in a bad position. I didn't want to.
And just like that, it was up to laggy old ashswag to clutch up for the gang, so... I'm alive, by the way.
Ashwag alive! Ashwag alive!
Don't
Ashwag to go,
worry
Ashwag
about
to
it.
go.
I
Don't
love you,
worry
Ashwag! Oh my
about
god,
it.
holy!
I have real
Ashwag
estate.
carry!
Holy shit!
Ashwag! Ashwag!
It was finally me versus one more person, however.
Shatter is kind of tryharding right now, bro.
He is.
Look at Shatter up top.
But Advenom was watching me and there's no way I could lose now.
Ashwag!
Oh, he's out.
We won, baby! Ashwag's the carry!
So no biggie, just clutched up in front of some of the best players and impressed my idols.
Swag.
Swaggin'.
God, this is the best day of my life. But the most interesting part about everything is that if you look back at the footage, you would see that I was jumping off invisible blocks, allowing me to survive due to insane desync because of my internet. And that means, yes folks, my biggest disadvantage was about to once again become my greatest weapon in this tournament. And the best part is, we're only getting started.
Into it, I'm scared. I fucked up.
I made it, boys, don't worry about it. We sailed through the rest of the rounds, including Splatoon, parkour, and some more PvP, until at the end of 8 of the mini-games and Block Wars, us, the Golden Gorillas, were 700 points in first place. But this leads to our hardest challenge yet.
Boys, this is where it all goes down, okay? This is the hardest part.
Our team's performance so far meant nothing. It did not matter at all because you see, whichever team runs across the bridge and scores 5 times is the only team that wins the event. And to make matters even worse, we were up against the Scarlet Sharks, which was a team with some Hypixel full-timers. So it all came down to this. Here we go.
Try to be sneaky. Alright.
Okay, you got this, thank you.
Let's go, 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 go. Take the middle. Take the middle.
You see, round one, like the immature children we were, we rushed straight up through the center. But what we didn't realize is that we completely ignored defense by doing that. And that led to this.
Block clutched. The training was all for this. What?
We had conceded 0-1 to the Scarlet Sharks, and things were not looking good. So moving on to round two, me and Zam took defensive roles this time, trying to block attackers. But alas,
Don't let Wolfie get in. Don't let Wolfie get in. They're coming in. No.
crap. We were down 0-2 and our dream looked like it was about to be lost. We were completely disorganized and had no idea what to do. So round 3, we were all confused.
What do we do? What do we do? What do we do?
One on each side go, just the rest stay back. I think we gotta play more defensive than aggressive.
Now Redunes was right, so I was the only one that pushed while my team stayed back and played defense. And after a gut-wrenching 5-minute stalemate full of trade kills, this happened.
Fuck.
Scoring, baby! No. Yes! Let's go! I scored! I scored! Yes!
I successfully plowed through as a distraction, which allowed Rapp to score our first point. But how did I do this? Looking at the enemy's POV later on, I learned something extremely important. This is where I take damage when I turn red. But where I take knockback from that damage is only here. I have this much of a window because of my lag, where I take absolutely no knockback from a hit. And so folks, with the power of ashswag on our side, our dream had continued. Now round 4 was when I realized that the blocks from previous rounds don't go away. And so we stuck out defensively until I noticed Wolfie from the other team sneakily building a bridge off to the left side. So I punched the weasel into the void. But this meant we now had a free bridge going all the way to their base from our spawn. But this was also when I realized there was a build height limit.
I got Wolfie, let's go.
This was it. My time to push.
Shit. Zam, you got this?
Yeah, I'm on him. He's bridging to the right side. Rec, defend me. Rec, defend with me.
No, I'm on there gold.
Regardless of how close that was, it was fine. We tried again. This time with the confidence of Zam and Rec holding down our defense, I confronted the enemies head on.
Delta, drop me.
I'm almost in.
Please get.
So now at this point, I'm faced with quite literally the entire enemy team. See, if they all hit me even once with their sword, I will die. But the two things these poor people failed to realize was number 1, they can try to hit me, but I lag way too hard to knock back in time. And number 2, death doesn't scare me.
Crap, Delta, drop me.
I'm almost in.
Get it, dog.
Run, ashswag.
I got this.
I'm in, baby!
Wait, no way.
No way! Why don't the hits register, bro?
Let's go!
2-2, 3 more points to win, and this is my time. We brought it back. Using Wolfie's bridge from round 4, I made it past the center, but was confronted by a defender. Delta slowly approached me to knock me off the bridge.
The right bridge again.
Got you.
But I overcame this obstacle. How? Just like every other responsibility in life. Ignore it and run through.
We got him one way. Get him, Rec. Crap, we're too defensive right now. We're too defensive.
I'm in, boys! Let's go!
Yes! Crazy with it! Let's go!
It was beautiful. I felt like Thanos with the lag, and it was 3-2. 2 more points for us to win. It was like a movie. So round 6, we all came together as a unit and all did our parts. Rapp covered the mid, Sam and Pangy were strong on defense, and I kept 2 people busy on the left as Redun sneaked in our point.
Yes! Yes!
4-2. The comeback was real. All we needed now was 1 more point to seal the deal. 1 more point to put a close to the event we never thought we could win. Our hopes were high, but we got too confident.
Fuck.
4-3. Just a minor setback, so we kept moving. Victory has never been closer. Round 8. All I needed to do was dodge this arrow, not get hit by it, and go ahead and score the winning points. The defender shoots his arrow, and I dodge. But then...
No.
4-4. I cannot make this shit up. Whichever team scores next wins the whole event. Would our comeback be for nothing? So round 9, it goes on as a stalemate with both of us being equally matched. If any attacker went to the other side solo, they got destroyed by their defense. So this was it. Like a pair of lions in the savannah, we proceeded facing the entire red defense. But then... Rec is hit. If Rapp dies here, then the entire defense shifts focus to me and would be the end of our dreams. But then...
One's coming right.
Rapp clutches, and that keeps the entire team's defense on him and away from me. Except Wolfie. 1 more defender. This is it. I jump, facing the enemy, facing the 1 obstacle left between me and winning this event. He clicks on me. But he doesn't know that ashswag is so slow, the world struggles to keep up.
Red, stay with me. Stay with me.
I'm in! Let's go!
And so was the tale of the Golden Gorillas who overcame all odds to get the dubs. My friends.
Ashswag, nice.